Did you know you have access to an AI assistant that can plan you meals, give you gardening tips, generate images, help you compare prices? Oh, and speed up work processes like summarizing emails, synthesizing meetings, interacting with spreadsheets, and more? Let's take a few minutes and explore Microsoft Copilot. With the emergence of AI, all large tech companies are figuring out how to construct meaningful AI, but also implement in ways that consumers want. OpenAI, creators of ChatGPT, are at the forefront. While Microsoft tried to launch their own with Bing, they quickly realized it was better to partner with OpenAI. So here we are with Copilot. Please note there are many variations of Copilot. One is a free version where you have access to many search and chat tools. Another, which we will focus on here, is through a workplace or school Microsoft 365 license. However, there are still even more premium subscription options that let Copilot tools do more of your work, but those require a monthly subscription fee. Take a moment and download the Copilot app to your cell phone. You can also use Bing.com from a web browser and do many of the same things. However, we are going to focus on the mobile version here. We'll talk about logging on in just a moment, but for now, have a look at this. I searched for calculus problems because I needed some tutoring help. Actually, I was just curious about what it could do with images. I used the mobile Copilot app and took a picture of the problem on my computer screen and then asked it to help me solve the problem. It thinks for a moment, scanning the internet. Then, after it finds what it believes is correct, it replies as a coach, helping me solve the problem and explaining each step. Now, we know AI can hallucinate, so Copilot links me to the resources it used to solve the problem. I can click those and verify accuracy. Let's try another instance. This time I uploaded a photo from my phone, a very bland donut box of a local shop. I asked it to tell me about the image. Again, it takes a minute and scans the internet. Surprisingly, it identifies the box as appearing to be cardboard, but then tells me all about the local shop, what they sell, and provides me their contact information. It even prompts some follow-up questions. I have it tell me about the menu. It returns a quicker search and links me to the menu via website or Uber Eats should I want something delivered. Again, we can see the linked references where it found the information. One other thing I did that is not pictured is scan a Lego set at a local store and asked it to tell me about it. It gave me the correct set number and compared 4 places I could buy it online, as well as showed me the current list prices. The web version can also do these things, but obviously one isn't going to be able to scan or prompt as easily with a computer compared to the phone. If you attempt to log in with your work or school single sign-in credentials, it may tell you that you cannot use those on the mobile application. However, just ask it to generate an image of something, maybe a dog. It will then tell you to sign in and have a button to click within the would-be image. Now use your credentials to sign in. The web version will allow you to sign in from the start. You'll see the Create or Chat buttons along the top of the browser, and those would mimic what we are doing with the mobile version. Pause here and sign in. So let's get into some other ideas. I asked Copilot to write a story for a coloring book I want to create and publish. My story was to be about a penguin, and the audience was 4 to 6-year-olds as you see in prompt. I used the Slater model and gave it a role, tone, length, etc. However, you'll quickly notice the story was far too long. I used the term short story. I tried to clarify and let it know that was too much text, and I didn't like the penguin's name. It rewrites the story, and while shorter, still was not ideal for my coloring book. What was in my head was 1 or 2 lines of text on a page. This time I gave better directions for what I envisioned, and it delivered. I'll make a couple of edits in my final version of the story. Next up, illustrations. I used a line of text from the story and asked for a vector drawing in black and white with a transparent background. The image generator really struggled with this direction on multiple prompts. However, changing it so a white background eventually gave the product I want. It's easy to use another application, like Canva, to remove the background of the image. So, with a little bit of work, I have a coloring book, ready to upload and publish, all in about an hour. Obviously, this isn't something most of us do at work or school each day, but ideally, you can start to see how you might use these tools, especially as you play and get more comfortable. I wanted to close talking about privacy. If you didn't catch it when you upload or take an image, the first thing Copilot does is scan for human faces, then it blurs them out. Then it will try to make sense of the image. This is an important feature to protect individual privacy. Second, by using your single sign-on credentials, your inputs are not used by Microsoft to learn, meaning it doesn't store the information you input. However, once you exit a conversation and try to start another, that conversation is gone. So, if there are meaningful outputs, like my coloring book story, be sure to paste them into notes or a doc. We'll give you time to play with these features, but as you open apps for work, like Excel or Word or Teams, look for the Copilot icon and click it. See what it can do to speed up processes for you. We'll bring you training for more tool-specific functions in coming weeks. See you then.